I would have said this is the most intelligent beggar I have ever come across, but on a second thought, it now begins to make a whole lot of sense. Recently, there was a video trending on social media, the one you see right now on your screen, of a lady, no, a guy, Bobrisky. And even Davido almost got scammed of this particular situation. First of all, a particular skit maker called Brainjota made a video of he himself meeting up with a lady on the streets that was hawking, selling water. You'll be asking yourself, what would a lady like that is so skilled in makeup be doing selling water on the streets? At the end of this video, you are going to be understanding some things you have been discussing here on the platform. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, relevance by association, the power of attention being currency. These two principles play a whole lot of role in this particular conversation. Like, Nigerians are very wonderful people. We are very loving people, I would say. Like, we are by default some kind of philanthropists. If you just have a good story or know how to package yourself well, to a great extent, you can excel in the begging ministry. Someone would think that begging is a ministry, but of course it's not a ministry, because for you to be in ministry, you are serving. And me being here, of course, running my ministry of analyzing trends, I guess to some extent you learn something from here. Now, talking about the main subject, the person Brainjota came across a lady. Of course, he prepared for that particular video shoot because it wasn't like coincidental. He had his mic on, of course. He has seen the girl before, but had to go that particular day to take a record of her and then actually get to share her story online. But he wasn't aware of what became public knowledge, as we are going to be discussing in this video. So let me play a snippet of that as well, because I watched it just like you watched it.
Before you go begin to go beg everybody, see this girl. See who they sell water. On the same, thank you, show your face. Why you doing? If they see person they sell water, before you go come DM, come they shout, say you have not eaten since morning.
And I'm in makeup artist, so my name is Enyola on Instagram.
Ah, your name is waiting.
Enyola on Instagram.
You be makeup artist?
Yes, I'm a makeup artist.
Are you serious?
I don't get support, that's why I'm selling bottle water inside traffic.
In the air, that's why she they do it. She they sell bottle water. She not they beg. Before you go come, they tell me say you have not eaten since morning. You understand? No, you get one guy when they say something. We don't really call that guy, but that guy they come. You understand? We don't really call that guy. That guy they come. I went down for the guy. Alpha, how much I go give you now? Man, you don't sell water again.
I'm a makeup artist.
Hey, wait, what? Hold this mic. I want me to hear. I want me to inspire some person.
I'm a makeup artist #1.
Okay.
Because the reason why I dey sell bottle water is that I never know person inside this Lagos. I came from Osun State.
Which time you call Lagos?
Like.
We are saying how much I don't get time now. Why they ask you now? Cause we dey rush. We want go.
Okay.
How much I will give you now? Me, you no sell pure bottle water again. Like
okay.
This, like this.
If I buy all those my all those my equipment
how much for your equipment for makeup?
I don't know the amount.
You don't know the amount.
But it costs very well.
Wait, how much because? Like how much you will call
with everything. Maybe I no go say but again.
Yes.
Maybe I go get my own studio.
Yeah. No, you don't have to go for a studio, don't you?
Like it means
you go
like
start. You go start small.
I know. Like me, I go get all those my chair, my instruments.
Yes.
I go have like maybe 400,000.
Hey!
I have a 5 fingers.
You get 5 fingers. Your 2 hands are massive.
I have 2 fingers here. 3 fingers there. And I'm using the 2 do makeup and
do makeup. Oh, yeah, no, so
and my Instagram page is Glam by Enyola.
Glam by. No be lie. I like the fact that this girl they shout my Instagram page. She know they tell you say help me. No, she say my Instagram page. I'm a makeup artist. Any underscore?
There's no any underscore. Oh yeah, right, Enyola. Don't visit me for street. The reason why is that if you give me, if I see people help me now, I will go to Cindy's store at Ogudu. I'll buy everything. After I brought everything, I will now make video to social media.
Yeah. So why you make people do you know me? You know me.
I know you, but I don't know your name.
It's Brainjota. Brainjota.
Yeah. I used to see
Tell her to me. Also made what's your account? What bank do you use?
Thank you so very much.
We don't send you 400,000.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. God bless you. God will bless
So
him.
give that man water, may he drink. That man we don't follow. Just give him water, may he drink.
More than take water.
No. Yes. Now shit. Today na her time. Your time go come here. Today na her own time. Your own time go come
So
here.
you already know his name, His name is Bridget.
My name is Glamba Eniola. People, please follow me on Instagram.
You don't do. No
Patronize
worry.
me.
Eniola.
Support my page.
No
Thank you so
worry.
very
No
much.
worry. Oh yeah, go buy makeup artist. May you tag me. Tag me.
Collect my number. And when you collect my number,
I collect your number. My girlfriend go first.
Now, while I was even watching the video, I was taking note of a couple of things I observed, because you have to listen to people to really understand them and their mindset. Number one, of course, she was asked how much would she take for her to get off the streets. She said she wanted 400,000 naira. Now, for someone that has been in the practice of makeup business and looking at her page and seeing the work she has put out, ask yourself a very big question, because when I saw it as well, I went on her page, looked at a couple of things, and I'm just asking myself, she has been in the midst of women. And those women don't know that she is a guy. You might have thought she was a girl anyways. It's okay. Many people thought so as well. Even I thought so as well. So don't even ask me that question, like as if I'm one Superman to know that she was a guy. Someone that has helped her before actually came out with a story proving that she's actually a boy. But how could she be so intelligent to be able to pull these stunts that even an influencer got deceived? Taking us back a bit, when I looked at her profile, I was just wondering to myself, for someone that is this skilled, come on, the phone that is even used to shoot this particular video, she's not going to be a Palasa phone. It has to be a good phone. So imagine someone that might be holding an iPhone or even has a camera to be able to be on the streets selling pure water and then looking for help because of the fact that she has 5 fingers, which I'm not kind of discriminating her because of the way she looks. I guess she was born that way, and I'm not trying to maybe belittle her because of that. But looking at the quality of content she put out and even herself dressing like a girl, this right here is a reflection of what we, the society, have accepted. The likes of Bobrisky, James Brown, and the rest of them who keep cropping up every day that have represented themselves to be women when they are men is because of the same reason that she herself has erupted. And we are wondering, why is it so strange? Because of the ones of we have celebrated and made, of course, an influence for ourselves. Come on, imagine her here. She's using the soundtrack of Bobrisky while she's also doing her content on Instagram.
Can I be snatched more?
Yeah, it's snatch you.
Okay. I want my waist too, please.
Your waist has to be.
You'll be wondering to yourself, why would she even decide to tie her penis and dress the way she dresses as well so that she appears as a woman? It's because the idea of society is that anything that has a woman's touch on it sells market to a great extent. Come on, look at the comedy industry. There are comedians that, based on their own content or what they put out, they are always women. Mama Oka, Zikaloma, you can name them. There are many of them. But of course, at least for these ones, all of us know that they are men. But to a great extent, when it comes to the marketability of what they get to put out, they are women. And that is acceptable. So what difference does that make with this particular person that intentionally deceived the masses? Of course, knowing who Brain Jotta was, because she says she knows Brain Jotta, and taking advantage of that opportunity as well to put herself out there. It wasn't really about the money to a great extent. She understands the power of attention being currency. So if she gets the attention, of course, the currency is going to come with the pity party we Nigerians know how to really fall for. Yes, of course. When I was watching the video itself that came out when it was trending, she said, oh, I have 5 fingers. She talked about her Instagram page. And also when Brain Jotta asked her how much she needs to get her off the streets, her focus wasn't really about getting off the streets. The way she was talking about the things she needs and all that shows you that she's quite informed. And ask yourself a question. Those who have been working with her, because of course she has a team. Come on, she has a team. Those who have been working with her in the whole makeup business, do they know that she's actually a guy? Is his own parents even aware that he's doing this intentionally? The women that I see posted on her Instagram that she has done makeup for, that she puts out there, do they know that she's actually a guy? And those women can't really help her, or does she also ask them for help the way she also asks Brain Jotta and also asks, you know, the entire public as well to help and support her? What she actually needed at that point was just attention, because it's going to correlate with the currency that's going to come forward. But she was really unintelligent coming out in that particular way, misrepresenting herself to the masses. Now, who is going to help her in that particular point? Now, someone actually called out Davido on Twitter and was like, come on. Davido himself wanted to help and was even calling on his governor, or would I say his uncle, and was like, come on, hop on this. And then now Davido has changed his mind and was like, hey, mission abort, because of course it was deception from inception. And Brain Jotter did not even know about this because he was addressing her as a girl, but to him as well, he was trying to educate the masses. But the point right here is that Brain Jotter himself was deceived, and from him himself, the deception also graduated to the person of Davido being deceived, and like that, of course, many Nigerians were deceived. So I went down there to her page, I looked at the comments. People were so emotional and were like, oh, they want to help her. She posted her account number, and you could see the things that she was also doing herself. But I was just asking myself a question as well. But here is the point. If you watch our last video where the pastor was saying that as a woman, you know, natural hair doesn't sell market, it is wigs that sell market. It just paints the society for which we live in, and that is why people can actually be susceptible, or would I say easily deceived like this, because probably anything that has to do with a man doesn't really sell market. So she thought about it and be like, okay, maybe Bobrisky is someone that is a guy, everyone knows he's a guy, but him showing himself as a girl, he's getting the attention because Nigerians like, you know, variety and something controversial. She's doing her business as whatever, cream seller, influencer. So she thinks she can trade on that particular part as well to become who she wants to be. She went from having 1,000-something followers to having 100,000 followers. And look at what is happening right now with the situation. How is she going to move on here with the truth that she's actually... Of course, she will move on. Nigerians easily forget. But for those who were able to dig out the pictures and come on, so social media, in case you didn't know, is garbage in, garbage out. If you forget to garbage out what you had garbaged in, it remains there forever. And that's how come people were able to trace and bring out the fact that she has been held before, and her goal is not to get off the street. Now, for her, it is more lucrative for her to capitalize on the way she looks to get money from people who would want to pay more for what she has to offer. But even at that as well, capitalizing on the opportunity of meeting someone that has influence who would be able to share her story and also make her visible was actually a good point for her. Why? Because right now she has visibility, but the visibility that she has now, is it good visibility or a bad visibility? Are Nigerians going to look beyond the fact that she lied and still support her in her business as a makeup artist? Those who work with her, imagine those that are in the room with her where she claimed that she's doing a 1-month training, even though she's already skilled in the art, promoting that particular brand as well, where she is doing, you know, a training. Because for her right now, she's even doing influencing. All you have to know on social media, it's all about visibility, it's all about attention. So number one, she got the attention, she got the currency, the money that came from people that were giving money to her to support her, because Nigerians, this is who we are. Number two, again, relevance by association. She got the relevance that she needs by associating with people like Brain Jotter, who never knew. And why did Brain Jotter himself see it to be in that she needed help, even when there was a man before her? Yes, of course, because naturally herself, when we see a girl that's the girl child always gets that much pity and that much, you know, help, which I understand the society on that as well. But seeing a girl who is hawking like that and trying to support herself, bros go leave bros. Oh man, we are wired to suffer. We are wired to just be providers. So, oga hustle. Let's look at the girl, because the girl herself, she's supposed to be off the street. She has 5 fingers and all that, which I understand. So you see that even the Brain Jotter's choice of who he wanted to project out there, it presented a better story, I would say. And I'm not going to blame him for that as well, because that itself is content. He did what he had to do, even though he got deceived in the process. But it just also shows we and the society how we are wired. You understand? So when it comes to, that's why sometimes you might be watching an advert of something like toothpaste or something as maybe like a dumbbell or maybe flour, and a woman that is looking all sexy is used to market it, because women are seen as being marketable, unlike men most times, I would say. And if you see a man that is also in the advertisement industry, you just have to be uniquely special or something, I would say. But for a woman, by nature, you are marketable. So if a pastor is preaching that women, how you have to sell your market, you understand, to be you know, attractive, you can see what is happening in the society with that, like based on our previous video. So what do we have to learn from here? It's also good for ourselves that even as we consume things on social media and all be part of what is happening and all that, we also, you know, be very cautious. Now the society is changing, that boys want to be girls and girls want to be boys. Yes, of course, the content creators that are girls but they act like boys and they just want to be boys. People are having a whole lot of identity crisis, and you'll be wondering how has this eaten deep into the society. Recently was somewhere in the north where the police caught a group of people that were having more of like a gay wedding or a gay ceremony. They were all arrested in the north. Think about that. And these are people that consistently they have been posting on social media themselves behaving like girls. These are boys behaving like girls. You understand? So this has eaten deep into the society, that now youths or a young person like that feels that appearing like a girl is going to make her more marketable. It's going to make people pity her the more to give her more money. And if it was a guy that was doing that, probably she's not going to get that much of attention. So probably she has thought about it. I have been a boy for so long with this same hand and I've gotten so much help. Why can't I just switch to being a lady and then, you know, get even more help or something? And she was able to hit her goal. But how can she even sustain this particular goal moving forward? This is what Gistlover said. So Gistlover said, Nigerians fall for this scam and it's sad. So recently, Brainjotter posted a disabled girl selling water in traffic, and of course, you know such sight will capture the attention of Nigerians. Of course, Nigerians are good people, but I hate it when people take advantage of Nigerians' good heart. To set the record straight, according to the group of people that helped the said disabled lady before, they said, I quote, "No be woman, no na man. His name is Sultan. He disguises as a woman, tape his prick, and wears boobs and sell water in traffic just so she can beg. She makes a lot daily, and that is her daily routine. Last year, a group of people came together and rented an apartment for him. They bought him makeup tools to establish him, but he doesn't want such route. They know it is him." So even those people were not deceived that it was actually a he. They know it is him. And because he talked about wanting to do makeup, they helped him in that particular line. But that doesn't seem to be what she wants. So why would she be on the video with Brainjotter and she's talking about that particular makeup route that she has knowledge about and she's already actively involved? How can you be actively involved in makeup? You that is watching me now, would you go on the street? Would you know that the person that does your makeup is a hawker and then not really pay the person well? Or does she use the same storyline to tell those that she goes to do makeup that, oh, I'm a hawker, but I do this as my side hustle? Imagine how much she will... Please, is makeup business not that profitable that you can get more money than you walking from one end of a street to the other trying to sell water? Because probably she uses the same storyline on those that she goes to do makeup for as well. I'm just saying, maybe like I was just talking about right now, those that she does makeup for and those who are in close proximity with her, do they know that it's actually a boy and not a girl? Moving on right here as well, she said, he prefers to be on the street deceiving people. This is a message from the group of bakers that helped him before. Bakers helped him before. She's a boy. We got her an apartment in Ketu and makeup products. Got things in the house. Later, he went back to the street. After warning her to stop scamming people, he will open different pages and change location to sell water. Interesting. So this is just one of her pages now that we are seeing that has got over 100,000 followers. Who knows tomorrow where she's going to spring up again? But of course, social media doesn't forget.